united will never be divided. The youth united will never be divided.
David Menzies for the Rebel.media here in Washington, D.C. Well, guess who else is in Washington? It's none other than the pint-sized climate crusader Greta Thunberg. She was front and center of the parade here a little earlier, but she appears to be having one of her episodes. She is now a few rows back. Nobody can see her. It doesn't appear that she's taking any questions, at least not now. So I'm just going to try to follow this parade. There's a bit of a chaos factor here, and her handlers, as you can hear, are very bossy, they're even in a public square. Anyhow, let's see if Greta has something to say, and let's see what some of the supporters have to say as well.
Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
So, Jacob, I have to ask you, have you seen Greta yet?
Yeah, no, I haven't. I've been around the back though. I was kind of I'm here on my bicycle, so it's hard to get into the middle. I'm sure that's where she is.
Well, she was front and center, and then she kind of disappeared, and I don't know why that is. What is it about her that brought you out here today?
I think she's the face of the climate justice movement. I think she's our leader, right? We needed someone to get behind, Sometimes the social movements need that. We need a face to hold on to, someone to believe in. The civil rights justice movement had that, and with Dr. King. I think this moment, this of youth empowerment really needed a young face. And that's why Greta's emerged among many climate activists who've been doing great work for many years. But I think it needed to be someone from this generation, because it's really going to be this generation that are going to be in the leadership when we're facing the forefront of these realities, these problems. And just as I grow up, Greta will grow as well. She's 3 or 4 years younger than me, I think.
Okay, I'm with Spencer Jones. He was taking part in the Greta climate change rally, and I see, Spencer, you have a sign. It says there is no planet B. Climate change is real, and it looks like an illustration. I take it that's the Titanic going down for the last time. Yeah. So what's this poster all about, sir?
So really what it's about is sort of it's really self-explanatory. The first part, what you said, there is no planet. So if you could look at it, it's been painted on that the E and the T. So old saying there's no plan B or something like that. There's no
bit of a pun then, right?
Yeah, a bit of a pun. Best way to get across to people. Humor and comedy.
Now, what do you make of the fact of, I guess, the face of the climate change industry now is this young 16-year-old girl with Asperger's syndrome? I'm just wondering, yes, she is creating awareness, although I think we have been aware of, climate issues for quite a while. But tangibly, sir, does Greta bring anything to the table?
I think she brings a lot to the table. I think she brings sort of a sense of hope and aspirations for young people. They said when they were out, the organizers here for the usual Fridays for Future, they said usually we get 10, 20 people. This time, however, I'm willing to bet that we had easily hundreds of people. So I think she brings a lot of attention and a lot of motivation to action for young people.
What do you see as the future of this climate change movement? I heard during the die-in that we only have 11 good years left unless there's some tangible change taking effect right away. Do you believe that the best before date of our planet is 2030?
Yeah, by all signs, by all indications of climate scientists, that does look like it, so I'm going to go with that.
Well, if I see you in 2031,
I don't think it's 2030, and then planet's gonna look at its watch on its hand and then go, well, I guess it's time to end and just explode or something. But I think it's sort of like a progression sort of thing. Once you get to 2030, it's okay, yep, time is up. We can't reverse this sort of thing.
Is that what it means? I actually thought that meant kaput.
I'm here because finally with Greta Thunberg we're having leadership from the youth, and I want to support that because I think it's an emergency situation that the world is facing and nobody's doing anything about it.
How dire an emergency is it? They said when they had the die-in, we have 11 years left unless we do something right away. Do you believe that the best before date is 2030 for this planet?
Things are happening faster and faster than the scientists say they expected them to happen. How stupid can we be to ignore that for the last 30 years and to go forward? I mean, no other problem exists if we don't solve this problem.
Well, the climate protest headed up by Greta Thunberg has come to an end, and most of the protesters have since moved on, and, well, most of them are indeed taking a day off school. Like many of the other journalists here, I wanted to get an interview with Greta, but her handlers have her very tightly controlled, and that's too bad because I wanted to ask her some questions, such as some recent reports indicating that lobbyists and campaign workers have allegedly been using Greta to further their endeavors for green projects, which will result in billions of dollars of contracts. In fact, I wanted to know if Greta herself is going to register as a lobbyist, but for now, those questions will remain unanswered. As for the event itself, well, folks, I'll tell you, it was a little spooky. It was like half Woodstock, circa 1969, and half Death Cult. Everyone seems to be so sure that there's a decade or so left in terms of the life expectancy of planet Earth. I'm not sure what to make of it, and it is kind of uncanny how this phenomena continues to grow. This girl is getting on the magazine covers of major publications out there, ranging from Time to GQ, and she's even nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. But in the meantime, I'm left scratching my head. Is it all about creating awareness today and doing demonstrations and singing kumbaya feel-good songs as opposed to championing tangible solutions? It seems to be that way to me. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, if you liked that video, please press like and subscribe and never miss another Rebel video.